All of these words are based on ideas. Everything that is shared or projected out of this body is an idea. Ideas are not concrete, but they hold billions of states. The mind itself that creates all these ideas, these thoughts, these desires, these attachments, these needs, these wants, these associations, has the ability to create billions and billions of ways to get what it wants, to get what it needs, to get what it thinks itself into existence as. All this world is one big whole idea. Life itself is not an idea. Life itself is that what is always the same. It appears to be moving through an emotional sensory body. It appears to be changing through an idea that we can understand what change is, and we can improve that change or disprove that change, or like that change or hate that change. All ideas, all thoughts, all compulsions to discover, to understand what we are. And you know what? It's the only reason you're here. But I want to share with you one thing that's stopping you discovering what you are. The mind. The mind can only replicate. It can only reflect what you are. It cannot give an accurate 100% definition of what you are, because you're too colossal. You're too powerful, you're too big, you're too supreme for a mind to try and put you all in one box and then say, look, this is Graham. This is the person. This is the soul. This is the spirit. This is the infinite shape, colour, whatever it wants to project you as. It has to break you up. It has to dissect you. That's why you're here in a body. Because mind can only reveal what you are in one way. And you have billions of ways. You have a soulful way, a spiritual way, an angelic way. You have a gatekeeper way, you have a God way, you have a universal way, you have a light body way, you have a consciousness way. You have so many ways within your whole infinite self. And that's not an idea. That's a true discovery. So the speaker is using ideas, using words, using methods, using thoughts, using techniques, using ways, using sounds, using everything it can to try and say to you that the speaker is speaking about ideas, concepts, ways, breaking you down into your human body state, but looking beyond you and saying, you know what? You're truly worth discovering what you truly are. Beyond ideas, beyond thoughts, beyond experiences. All of these billions of states, minuscule ways, these identifiable ways that we create through words and through actions and experiences, emotional things, are little flavors of the whole of you. So when you're angry, it's a little flavor. You're not totally angry. Your body may feel totally angry, your mind may feel totally angry, but the whole of you cannot differentiate between anger, happiness, joy, pleasure, pain, because you're too colossal. All of these states are born from you as ideas. You're giving birth to yourself. The mind is giving birth to your body, and it's appearance. Look at me, I'm mind. Yeah, I'm here. I give you the body, so you have to obey me. And mind takes on the shape of God through the Bible. God says you have to obey me. You follow the 10 Commandments, you have to obey me. And then the minister says you have to obey your partner. Yeah. Your mother, your father, your partner, and the children are born and they are told you have to obey your parents. Obedience, you see. Mind is that obedient thing that says, I've taken you here as a body. What else do you want to know? The one that seeks enlightenment, awakening, the one that seeks the whole self, the one that seeks truth, the one that seeks consciousness, has befriended the mind. It has lost faith in the mind. But the mind is really a victim, because the mind is only trying to replicate what its capabilities are, its egoistic capabilities of what it sees. All your life, like this one, you've been seeing another human being and you say, I know the name of this being, I know the colour of the hair, I know that. The mind is saying, that's all I can reveal to you from this one. What is perceived. Because your emotional senses are only able to reflect that what is here. No one advocates going to seek and inquire. But when you are on the path, there are many speakers who will hold your hand, guide you. Because it's not a beautiful transition initially. It's not what the mind wants you to do. All the mind wants you to do is to stop suffering it. It's to stop this negativity. It's to stop this ideas that people are out to get me. But it's not saying take an opposition to that. It's not saying oppose that. Don't care about anything. It's saying ignore. Ignore everything that has names and identities and just live life. Let life flow through itself. Let life flow through you. Let life become what it wants to become through your body. And the mind will always then say, once you're in that position, it's plain sailing. But when you say, I've had enough of this position, I want a new house, I want a new partner, mind called into action again. Why is it called into action? To give you what you want? No, to educate you and teach you that it's not important. So there's no way that mind can accept your internal inquiry. That's why it fights against you. That's why in meditation it always tries to antagonize you and give you things that, I know how to pacify this one, I'll show it an angel. And you grab on and you say, I saw an angel, and you think, well, that's fine, you can be a Reiki master now, that's great, now, good. Oh, but you're still a person, you're still a body, that's what I made you. That's what I'm reflecting you as, that's what I see you as. Only the enlightened ones tell you it's worth getting to know yourself. It's really worth getting to know yourself. But the enlightened ones don't tell you. It's not a beautiful transition all the time. It's not a journey. Because mind appears in its human way, in every human, and looks at you like you're some sort of buffoon, some sort of weird, alien, reptilian creature. Thinks he's a spirit, thinks he's a soul. But But you're not advocating that. You're not advocating that you are a spirit and a soul if you're enlightened. You're advocating that you're whole, you're complete. You've seen through, meaning you've seen how fraudulent this body is. But at the same time, you realise that without this body, you wouldn't have seen its fraudulence, its susceptibility, its subtlety. The subtlety of this body is immensely fragile. It can stop any moment. But an enlightened being doesn't worry about that. It says it matters not. But I'm grateful for this body. I'm grateful for this ego mind. I'm grateful for humanity. I'm grateful that I have witnessed this transition, that I am not going to die. The body will fade and disappear into some ash or flame or earthly substance to feed the worms. The mind, that quality of human mind, will stop showing up. But then you will fall back into your whole self. You will fall back into your whole self, and with the ability to call up any quality of mind again, or, it matters not, some God can send another quality of mind down to say this one needs another lesson in life. This one needs to transcend. This one needs to become a spirit. This one needs to become something partly of what they truly are. Because you know what? We're all one. We're all one broken up. One whole love. One whole consciousness. Dissecting itself up into minuscule things to experience itself through a human way. A human connectivity, emotional, sensory, beautiful, touching, loving, hearing, speaking, seeing, knowing quality of life. But humans are not the only thing that we are. We are everything. We are infinite possibilities, appearing in a time-based world as one thing, with the ability to get to know yourself as everything. But that's only for those who really have lost faith and trust and inacceptability of this mind. The mind of destruction, the mind of death, the mind of fear, the mind of worry, the mind of separation, the mind of division, the mind of hatred, the mind of evil. But the mind doesn't want you to go inside and inquire and make a self-inquiry. It just wants itself to be exposed. This is what this evil mind is. Don't go there. Don't go there.